What is climate change? Climate is the interconnection of the sun, earth, oceans, as well as winds, rain, snow, forests, deserts, and savannas, as well as our daily lives. There has been an increase in global temperature about 1.1 degrees Celsius since the late 1800s. 2011 to 2020 was the warmest decade on record. Many people think climate change is mainly warmer temperatures, but temperature rise is only the beginning of the story. The earth is a system where everything is interconnected, so changes in one area are likely to have an effect on others as well. Climate change has various consequences, including droughts, water scarcity, wildfires, rising sea levels, flooding, melting of polar ice, and catastrophic storms. But we can prevent the worst climate impacts and maintain a livable climate by limiting global temperature rise to no more than 1.5 degrees Celsius. According to thousands of scientists and government reviewers, yet based on current national climate plans, global warming is projected to reach around 3.2 degrees Celsius by the end of the century. Climate change is caused by emissions from every corner of the globe, but some countries produce more than others. There are many causes of climate change, but there are a few main ones that include deforestation. Trees are being cut down at an alarming rate, in particular the Amazon rainforest. It was traditionally viewed as the lungs of the planet, absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. But figures released in June showed deforestation approached record levels last year. A total of more than 8,700 square kilometers of forest cover, almost the size of Puerto Rico, was destroyed from August 2020 to July 2021, which is not even 1 year. The consequences is that not enough carbon dioxide is being soaked up from the Earth's atmosphere. Our second cause is increased livestock farming. Cows and sheep produce large amounts of methane when they digest their food, and this gas adds up to the greenhouse effect on the earth. Furthermore, animals need feeds to graze on, and this leads to deforestation. Then we have fluorinated gases. These particular damaging gases are emitted from equipment and products such as commercial and industrial refrigerators, air conditioning systems, and heat pumps. They are also used for blowing agents, for foams, fire extinguishers, solvents, and aerosol propellants. Such emissions have very large and strong warming effects, up to 23,000 times than that of carbon dioxide. Now let's talk about the greenhouse effect. First, the sun reaches the earth, then some energy is reflected back into space, while the rest of the energy is absorbed as heat. Most of the heat absorbed by greenhouse gases, and then they're radiated in all directions, warming the earth. In conclusion, the more greenhouse gases are produced, the warmer the climate gets. The impacts of climate change are not something that should be taken lightly. Temperature rise leads to wildfires, loss of habitat, and making outside work harder for us. Increased temperatures cause moisture to evaporate, causing more destructive storms that cause more death and more economic losses. Agricultural droughts are more likely to occur in places that are already water stressed due to global warming. Most of the heat from global warming is absorbed by oceans. All depths of the ocean have experienced a dramatic increase in ocean warming in the last 2 decades. Both land and ocean species are threatened by climate change. These risks increase as temperatures climb. The rate of extinction on the planet is 1,000 times more than it has ever been in human history, and this is due to climate change. 1 million species are at risk of becoming extinct within the next few decades. Global hunger and poor nutrition are on the rise for a variety of reasons, including climate change, an increase in extreme weather conditions. The single greatest hazard to human health is climate change. Air pollution, sickness, harsh weather, forced relocation, stress on mental health, increased hunger, and inadequate nutrition in areas where people cannot grow or get enough food are only few of the health effects of climate change. But there is still a chance and a way for us to save the planet by uniting together. The main ways to stop climate change are to pressure the government and businesses to, first of all, keep fossil fuels in the ground. Fossil fuels include coal, oil and gas, and the more that are extracted and burned, the worse climate change will get. All countries need to move their economies away from fossil fuels as soon as possible. Secondly, invest in renewable energy. Changing our main sources of energy to renewable and clean energy is the best way to stop using fossil fuels. Switch to sustainable transport. Petrol and diesel vehicles, planes and ships use fossil fuels. Reducing car use, switching to electrical vehicles and minimizing plane travel will not only help stop climate change, but will also reduce the air pollution too. Protect forests like the Amazon. Forests are crucial in fight against climate change, and protecting them with the help of governments is important for climate solution. Governments can stop them by making better laws. We can protect our oceans. Oceans absorb large amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, which helps to keep our climate stable. Protecting oceans and the life in it is ultimately to protect ourselves from climate change. Reduce how much people consume. Our transport, fashion, food and lifestyle choices have a lot of different impacts on the consumption of these products, which might be hard to stop, but it's most certainly worth it. Reducing overall consumption in the more wealthy countries can help put less strain on the planet.